Hi everyone, thanks for joining us at today's Teaching Kitchen, where we'll be making a simple chicken stir fry. My name is Amanda and I'm a dietetics student at Compass Group Canada. In this recipe, you'll find that there can be many substitutions for the ingredients used. It's quite versatile. Before we get started, let's touch on some food safety basics.
If you have long hair, make sure you tie it back so that it's out of the way to avoid any hair falling into your food. Next is to wash your hands and then sanitize your workstation and equipment.
In this video, I'm using pre-cut ingredients, so I won't be needing a knife or cutting board. But if you're prepping ingredients at home or chopping anything, here's how to do it safely.
Start by putting a cut glove on your non-dominant hand. This is to protect it from any little slips or trips from the knife. Then put a disposable glove over top to avoid any cross-contamination.
Also, the chicken I'm using today is pre-cut, but if you're working with raw meat, remember to use a separate cutting board and knife, as well as to wash your hands after handling to avoid cross-contamination. By the end of this video, you'll know how to make a simple stir-fry, be able to adapt the recipe to fit your preferences and needs, and know how to make ingredient substitutions with what's available to you.
To prepare 4 servings of this simple chicken stir-fry, the ingredients we will be using are 1 cup of broth of choice, 2 tablespoons soy sauce, 2 teaspoons cornstarch, half a teaspoon black pepper, 1 tablespoon of oil, 1 500-gram bag of frozen stir-fry vegetables, 1.5 cup of cooked chicken, 1 clove of garlic minced.
Today I'm using a fresh garlic clove minced, but garlic is available in other forms and they all work just as well. If you're using minced garlic from jar, garlic flakes, or garlic powder, review this chart for conversions.
As for equipment, we will need 1 nonstick pan, 1 spatula, 1 medium-sized mixing bowl, and 1 whisk or fork.
This stir-fry recipe is really about making the most of what you already have. Many of the ingredients are flexible, which is helpful when you don't want to make an extra trip to get more ingredients, or if you want to use up leftovers. If you have leftover protein foods like chicken, tofu, shrimp, or beef, you can add it in and turn it into a new meal without needing a whole new recipe. This can help to save time and reduce food waste. This vegetable stir fry is also a great way to add more vegetables into a meal. Because everything cooks quickly in one pan, you can mix in a few different vegetables and have more variety in your meal. A helpful rule of thumb is to aim for about half your plate to be filled with vegetables. While this might not work for every meal, it's a good goal to have most of the time. You can think of this recipe as a starting point, and you can make swaps to fit your taste and your needs. You can use vegetables and protein foods in different forms as well. Whether they are fresh, leftovers, frozen, or canned, they all still give your body important nutrients. So work with what's available to you. Now that we have all our ingredients and equipment, let's start prepping.
First, we'll start by heating the pan. Start by adding 1 tablespoon of oil to a nonstick pan over medium-high heat. You'll know the pan is ready when the oil starts to shimmer or moves more easily around the pan. Starting with a hot pan helps the vegetables to cook evenly. Once the pan is hot, we'll cook the vegetables. Here I'm using a bag of frozen mixed veggies with green beans, corn, carrots, and green peas to save time, but fresh or canned work great as well.
We're going to saute the frozen vegetables for about 3 to 5 minutes while stirring occasionally. If you're using fresh or canned vegetables today, pause the video to review cook times. Feel free also to set a timer if that helps to keep track of time. While the vegetables are cooking, let's make the sauce.
In a medium-sized mixing bowl, combine together 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Mix until smooth to prevent any clumps in the sauce. Then add 1 garlic clove minced, half a teaspoon black pepper, 1 cup of broth, and whisk again.
For the broth, I'm using a low-sodium chicken broth, but feel free to use beef broth, chicken broth, or even water. And as for the soy sauce, I'm going with a low-sodium soy sauce. You can opt to use tamari instead. And as the vegetables are cooking, let's talk more about sodium. Sodium is found in salt, and most of us get more than what we need. Too much sodium can make the body hold on to extra water, which can raise blood pressure over time and increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. That's why I'm using a low sodium broth and low sodium soy sauce today. It's also important to know that light soy sauce is not the same as low sodium soy sauce. So when you're choosing canned or packaged foods, Look for the low sodium or no salt added wording.
Once the vegetables are cooked, add 1.5 cups of cooked diced chicken to the pan. Then pour in the sauce. Stir everything together and cook until the chicken is heated through, which is about 3 to 7 minutes. The on-screen guide will show the best timing for your method. For food safety, the chicken should be heated all the way through. This means reaching an internal temperature of at least 74 degrees Celsius, which I've checked using a meat thermometer. Once the sauce thickens up and the chicken is heated through, the stir fry is ready to be served. Pair with whole grain foods like brown rice, quinoa, or noodles to keep you fuller for longer.
And that's it for this recipe. Thank you for joining us in today's session. I hope you enjoyed making this simple stir fry and learning how to customize it to your preferences.
If there's extra, this dish also makes for a great leftover meal. In an airtight container, it can be stored in the fridge for up to 4 days or up to 6 months in the freezer. When reheating from frozen, add 1/3 cup of water and microwave for 3 minutes. Stir to distribute the heat evenly, then microwave again for another 1 to 2 minutes. If you make this recipe at home, feel free to take pictures to share with your family and friends and to remind you of the final dish. Post on social media as well if you'd like to show off your skills. Use hashtag TeachingKitchen to accompany your post so that we can see it as well.